Okay, Joshua, you managed to find the radius of the first of the big circle. How I go about doing it? You must remember something. Two triangles will make out a square. Okay? A square is can be made up by two triangles. Okay, first it says that figure has a big circle. Here's the big circle. Okay? And then a small circle and a square. I know that the small circles has a radius of 8 centimeter. And then the area of the square is this square here has an area of 256. You know that square is this times this, right? That means x square equals 256. If you punch into a calculator 256 square root, there's this sign here, this thing here. You punch in 256, then put this. You notice that answer would be 60 square root of 256. Wait, am I? Wait, am I? Just give me a minute first. Okay, so you know that it's 16. So here is 16. So here, which means that this part here is 16, right? It's got 16 times 16. This part here is 16. If I know that this part here is 16, I can easily find my what is the area of a square. Because you know the area of square, if I have to draw like that, right? Here is already know is 16 already. So here you know that from this point to this point is actually the radius. So my triangle, right? Triangle. Wait, let me draw nicely. Area of my triangle here. Here is 8, right? Here is 16. So it's half times base times height. Will actually give me a value of 64. Alternatively, you can take 256 divided by 4. You will get 64. You should get back 64. Okay, so I want to know what is the shaded part, the area of the shaded part. Correct or not? If you were to notice this shaded part right here, right? If I were to put this over here and over here, I just erase it, okay? I can actually do some maybe black here, darkness. Here, I move this shaded part to here. And this shaded part to here. Okay, so I will just center remove this shaded part here. Wait. Oh. Because I've actually moved it over already. Yeah. So it's asking you what is the shaded area. The shaded area is actually, you can take the whole, the 1/4 of the big circle and minus away the 1/4 of the small circle. It's easy for you to find the 1/4 of small circle, right? But what about the big circle? Let me first find the small circle. 1/4 of the small circle. So this small circle is here. Here is 8 centimeter, right? So area is 1/4 times pi r square will actually give me 50.24. But then what is the area of this? How do you find this thing here? As what I said, two triangle become a square. So I know that if I were to put this triangle, just like here is a triangle, right? Over here, flip it cut it and put it over here, which means what I'm trying to say is this part here, this whole part here, put it over here. Here is A, and then here become B. I put the B, let's say this B, I put it over here. Okay, I have a small square B. I know that this one triangle is 64. This one is 64. So my total area, right, of this small square is 128. So what is my 19 this? That means this 9 here, this green 9 here, what is it? So it's actually 128 square root of it. Just like what you say. It's actually 13 point something something something. I suggest that you just, wherever you need to find the radius of the big disk. So this is the radius. This whole 9 here, this whole thing here, right? Which is, okay, this whole thing here is actually this portion here, which is actually this thing here. So I can find what is my big. The radius here is actually 128 square root. So it's actually 1/4 times pi times this 128 times 128. If you were to punch into your calculator, you will notice that the answer is 100.48. If you take this big one minus the small one, will give you the shaded area. So shaded area, right, is this, equals to 100.48 minus away 50.24 will actually give you a value of 50.24. Again, 50.24 centimeter squared. Wait, 100.4 100.48 minus 50.24. Yeah. So this is how you can go about. Because we are usually stuck at where we are usually stuck at, we are unable to find what is the radius of the big triangle, of the big circle. So if you were to if you are able, right, to make this triangle, because you know here is another triangle, right? So here you cut it, this portion you put it here, you know that it forms a square. And here is 64, here is 64. You can easily find what is this 9 here. Because when you put it here, this 9 here is actually the same as this 9 here. Okay? And this 9 here is the same as this 9 here. So it is the radius. I hope that this special little thing that you learn will give you an advantage during your examination if you remember it. Hopefully you remember it. Okay, bye-bye.